Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Arel and I hope you are doing well. We are in week 4 of my 52 list project. So just to give you a little preview, the list that we are making today, it's list the soundtrack of your life right now. So I have been doing these journal with me's. This is going to be my 4th week now, and I'm honestly enjoying it. It's actually not as tasking as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to take a lot of prep and then there's just going to be a lot of time, but since it's literally just 1 page every week, I'm doing well. I think I will be continuing this more and more. And I am enjoying the prompts very well that are within the journal, and I like that I am using my journal every week in this capacity, aside from the other contents of my journal, which I will get into in another video next week. But yeah, so it's been going really well. If you guys want to watch the other journal with me's, I have a playlist that I will link in the card right now. But for today, so we are doing the soundtrack of my life right now. I grew up very musically inclined. I had a lot of music in my upbringing. My dad is a really big music person. I literally grew up with listening to 70s and 80s music, particularly classic rock. So, you know, one of the earliest memories that I can ever recall, I think I was either 5 or 6 and I was jamming to the band America. It's been a big part of my life growing up, and also even today as I'm older, I took all of that music that my dad had played us or was jamming to when we were growing up today, and then in combination with my own music taste, it's just a lot. Like, music is a part of my everyday life. I listen to music when I get ready for work, on my drive to work. I'm not really good with like silence, especially when I'm by myself. I always have to have something playing, whether it be a show or my playlist, or, you know, chill music playing from YouTube while I'm journaling or while I'm doing other things. So it's yeah, it's always been a part of my life. It's really cool too to kind of think about these. I am going to share the playlist of the songs that I picked out for today's journaling prompt, so I will share that down below if you guys are just interested. If you haven't heard of the songs that I'm going to be talking about, they're pretty good songs. So as far as the stuff, like materials that I'm going to use, I kind of did a bit of prep this time because last week I was very unprepared with like what I was going to use, and as you know, the spread turned out great, but moving forward, I would like to have more preparation on what I'm going to use, especially because I have a lot of stuff. So since we're doing music, I want to use the stamp again, and if you guys recognize the stamp, I use it for my albums that I've listened to spread for my yearly collection for 2025. I did my journal with me, kind of preparing all the inserts for my journal for this year, so I'll link it in the cards if you guys want to watch that. I got this, I'm not really sure if it's from AliExpress or Temu. It's one of those, but it's literally just a stamp, and I will be using this right now. But I already stamped the paper that I'm going to use, and I actually did use sticker paper, and I had leftover sticker paper from when I printed just for half of the portion, and I didn't need the date part. I just needed this music box, you know, the track box. I didn't know how long it would take for the ink to dry. I just decided to pre-stamp this last night and then cut them out. And then as far as the ink I'm using, this is pretty old. I actually just opened it last night, but I've had this in my collection good gosh, like for forever. And I have so many colors. I think I bought the whole set. And I went home back in December and I decided to grab more of my craft stuff to bring with me in my traveling nursing journey. I want to incorporate more stamps in my journaling, planning, or whatever. So these are one of the colors that I took, and it's this pretty brown color. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah. So I ended up stamping on sticker paper, so I will be decorating the page and talking about the songs that I will be sharing with you guys. And then another thing too that I am using, I have these 2 stickers that I might use depending on how much would fit in the spread. But these stickers, these are from Temu, I know, and they're just those set of vintagey stickers, and they're clear on the back. So I'll probably add one right here or one right here depending on what happens. But yeah, so I will be starting the spread regarding the soundtrack of my life. Here we are again with my fabulous voiceover. I am starting off with writing this week's title page. So I'm just using my Fudenosuke hard tip pen. I absolutely adore this pen. I use it for bold like titles for my spreads. I'll show some of my daily journaling spreads for next week's video, just to point out how much I love this pen so much. It just adds that bold title look. The titles just pop out. That's what I meant. But I decided to just write down week 4 again. I thought about adding some washi, but I decided not to because I don't think it would fit the boxes and the stickers. If I did so, it would probably just like cover stuff. So I am going ahead and sticking this gramophone, I think that's what it's called, with the little vinyls on there. I think that's really cute. I'm glad that I'm using these stickers now because I have so many of them, and the goal really for this year is to use my stash because it's getting really out of hand. Just collecting a lot of stuff over the years, and then more so collecting than using, but I want to change that for sure. So here I am trying to decide what position these box stickers are going to take on the page. I planned 8 songs to share. I'm trying to peel off that sticker, see if that'll help, because I think I realized I should have done the track sticker first and then put the gramophone sticker on top of one, but I just forgot. It didn't work out. So here I'm just trying to figure out maybe I should just share 7, but I really wanted to share the 8 songs that I pre-planned on sharing. So yeah, it's just the art of placing stickers is such a big deal. It has to be. We want everything to look really pretty and cohesive. So I think I kind of just gave up and had a let it be type of vibe and see what happens later. So, and I'm glad that I had the idea to use leftover sticker paper, like sticker paper, and then stamp it. I think going forward I will probably do more of those because it's like an instant sticker that you can have. If you have some stamps at home and you have plain sticker paper, just stamp away and then cut them out, and then you have yourself some stickers. So I really like that, just putting together all the stuff that you have and creating something not really new, but at least new to me, sort of different. So now I'm still adding that box, and I think I finally decided to have those last two kind of oddly positioned, but it fits, and we are just going to be working with it. And I really wanted to use those headphone stickers. I just cannot make up my mind on where to place them. And I feel like next to that one box right there in the middle, it does look really odd placing that. So I'm trying to find an alternative sticker to place, because for some reason that space also kind of bothers me. I want something on there. So I am going through my stickers right now just to see if there's something that could fit better than the headphone stickers that I have. That coffee cup would have been cute too, but it doesn't really go with the theme, so I think the headphones will be placed right there eventually, whatever I decide. So I'm gonna go ahead and start writing the songs. I have my Coletto, and I decided to use the blue glitter pen that I have on there. And the first song that I am writing right now is The Remedy, I Won't Worry by Jason Mraz. I've discovered this song when I was in high school, and big a Jason Mraz fan. And this song just, it's just one of those songs that you listen to when you're stressing out about life, and that, it's going to be okay. Like, don't worry. Things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. And it's always that one song that kind of lifts up my mood every time that I'm thinking about or dreading about the stresses of life. The next song is a really very important song to me, is Somewhere Only We Know by Keon. And it just has a very big nostalgic memory tied to it. It reminds me of my family in the Philippines the night before we migrated to the US. My cousins that I grew up with, we were just hanging out and just passing around like drinks and stuff like by the fire, and that song started to play and we all started crying. It was just, every time I listen to it, it just brings me back for sure. Next song I have is Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. The Eagles are probably my favorite classic rock, folk rock band of all time. Big influence from my father. And this is probably my favorite song from them. It's just kind of gives me like the chill love vibes, like listening to it while the windows are down and driving, and as long as you have that person next to you, things are great. And then kind of contrast to that, my next song is Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol, and it's more of a solemn love song that kind of tells me, as long as I have you, even if the world is going to shit, I'll be okay. And of course, big Grey's Anatomy fan, so that's where I heard it the first time. Next song is Dust in the Wind by Kansas, and this is a little bit morbid-ish, but I just love this song so much that I want this song to be played at my funeral. That's what, every time that I listen to it, and it's just, the reality is we're all just like dust in the wind, and it's kind of depressing, but also true. Next is Go the Distance from the Disney movie Hercules. I had to add a Disney song on there. Disney was a big part of my childhood, and Go the Distance is one of those songs that pumps me up and reminds me that I can do great things, and we all can do great things. So true. And next song I have is Champagne Problems by the Taylor Swift. It's not really related to my life. I just love the song. I love the music, the melody, the lyrics. It's absolute perfection. It's probably my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time. And it's been on my number one most played song on my Apple Music for 3 years straight, I think. I just can't stop listening to it. And the last song I have is Across the Universe by the Beatles. It's a song that taught me about acceptance, believe in the higher power. For me, that higher power is the universe, and it's to just have inner peace and be accepting of how things are and trusting the universe that it's going to be okay, and the universe has a plan, and you got to trust the process. So now I am back to that headphone sticker. I am trying to figure out where to place it, and eventually I just said F it, and I will be putting it on next to that box right there. Which kind of looks awkward just by watching this video right now, but I don't know. I think it'll grow on me when I flip through it eventually. And then I think I needed something more to add. I went through some of my other stash, my clear icon stickers, and I am going to place some of these musical notes on next to some of the songs that I have on there. I'm zooming out for you guys just to see, and yeah, it's a pretty simple spread. I kind of wanted to add more background to it, but I didn't really find anything to put on there that is related to the theme. But I think the track box sticker speaks for itself, and adding those musical note stickers work also. And here is my completed spread. Absolutely love it. Like I said, I will be sharing this playlist. It's on the description box right now through Apple Music if you guys want to listen to some of the songs. And here I am just flipping through week by week so far, and I love it.